Fuck yeah, boy. This one. Hello. Get your ass together. Come on. Okay, okay. Hey, Price, what's good? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Lotus Snake Gang. Get in here. It is the Lion's Gate. It's the Lion's Gate, baby. So you know what that means. We're going to use it and not lose it. We're going to use it and not lose it. That's what that means. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I am doing free oracle pulls for the first 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer in just a little bit, so get on in here. I'm giving free oracle pulls for the Lionsgate for the first people to sign up and do a heart me. You can get on my list for your free pull. So you send a heart me. If you want a free card pull, let me know in the chat. Or go ahead and send a heart me. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. How's it been? I miss y'all. Happy Lionsgate, everybody. Are you guys doing what you're supposed to do during this time? I hope that you're not wasting this time. You know what I mean? I hope you're not wasting this time, because this time is very precious. You got to be locked in. You got to be focused. We just got out of the shadow period for the Mercury retrograde that we just went through. All right, so undoubtedly some of y'all are feeling some forward momentum, but remember, Saturn is still in retrograde, and Saturn means restriction. Saturn means discipline. Saturn means sit the fuck down, listen, pay attention, and get some structure and some order in your life before you lose it. You gotta use it before you lose it, and that's the theme of this Lionsgate right now. For this year, for 2026, a lot of y'all are saying that it's an 888888. It's not. Y'all be reaching. It's 2026, not just 26. You have to count all the numbers, not just some of the numbers, just not just the numbers that are convenient for you. You feel me? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set the timer here. I'm going to give TikTok a little bit of time to get some people in here. If you want a free reading, send the daily heart me. I'm going to save space open for free readings for the people who get in here first, as I always do. Y'all know if you get in here right away, I will put you on my free reading list. After that, ladies, see, hi, baby. After that, you do have to pay for your reading. It's 11 for a mini, 22 for a full, or you can gift any of my goals here on the side, or you can light up my board. So any way that you want. But if you want to get the free reading, you got to send in your daily heart me the first 5 minutes of my live once I start my timer. I haven't started my timer yet, because you know it takes forever for TikTok to get y'all in here. But listen, today we're talking about use it or lose it. It is the Lionsgate, and this is a extremely auspicious Lionsgate. Why is this a powerful Lionsgate? I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to talk to you about it. And it's written all in the stars. Have you been paying attention? Have you been paying attention to the retrogrades? Did you pay attention to the Kazemi that we just had with Jupiter? You know, and Jupiter is still pretty close to that sun. Are you using it before you lose it? Go ahead and get your daily heart me when you get in here. You know, every 10K hearts that I get, I do a free collective reading. So let's get in here and get it done. If you want your own Ashe, hi, beautiful. If you want your own personal questions answered, love, I'm going to put you on my list for the free oracle reading, okay? If y'all want the free reading that I do when I first start my stream, you have to do your daily heart me, okay? I'm going to put your name on the list, okay? Love. For my free oracle. How are you doing today, love? How have the transits been treating y'all? Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting started. Let me go ahead. Make sure y'all share the live out. Please share the live out. Tap the screen. Every 10K hearts I get, I do a free collective reading, and that helps us get on the FYQ page. So let me go ahead and share this out real quick. I need y'all to go ahead and share the live to your people. First things first, y'all. I just got on here. Let me know how you're doing, how you feeling. Let's see, let's see. I'm sharing out the live right now to my people, some of my bouncers. Okay. So y'all don't come in here with that bullshit because you're going to get kicked. Okay. I want you to know. I'm getting my people in here right now. Some of y'all are already in here. How have y'all been? It's been a minute, right? I had my birthday break. I had to take my little birthday break. Okay, my birthday's in July. I had to go dance with the sun a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I have been doing the work that I need to do during these retrogrades as well. With family and home. You know, Mercury was just retrograde in Cancer, so home and family is a big subject. If you guys haven't heard me go over the current transits yet, if you're just getting in here, put a 1 in the chat so I can go over it again. If not, we're going to keep it moving. But how's everybody feeling? How's it treating you, huh? Let me get these people up in here. Man, they just put anybody up here, don't they? I don't even know some of these people. Hold on, y'all. I'm just looking at this as I share this out. Welcome in, welcome in. This is the Lotus Snake Gang. Anybody who's new here, my name is Good, aka Kyrah, and I am a shamanic oracle. I've been studying and practicing my craft for over 20 plus years. That's over 2 decades for the people in the bag. So that means I'm a woman of a certain age. So when you come into my room, take off your shoes and wash your what? Wash your motherfucking paws. Because this is House of Baddies with Brains and the Lotus Snake Gang. If you didn't know it, now you know. Hello. Welcome in here, ladies. See, let them know. Welcome in here. Thank you for the love. All right, so far for my free oracle read, I just have love on my list. If you want to get a free oracle read, then you need to go ahead and do the daily heart me. That's for those of you who want a free oracle read. If not, we'll just keep it moving. If you want your personal questions answered, it's 11 for a mini, 22 for a full, or you can light up my board, or you can hit any of my goals that you see right here listed. Terry, I got you on the list. I'm gonna start my timer now. I only do that for the first 5 minutes of my live. Once we get rolling, rocking and rolling, so I'm gonna put Terry on the board. Thank you, Terry. Y'all share the live out and light up my board. It's right there when you click on my profile picture, and then you'll see my gift board. Just light it up. You become a title gifter, and then I'll put you on my list, okay? Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead and put my timer on, y'all. Give me 1 second. That goes for all of y'all over here, too, on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. How is your weekend going so far? How's y'all's weekend going? How's the transits been treating you? How's the transits been treating you? I see 9 of y'all in here. Do you have any questions about Lionsgate? If you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat now that I have the chat open. Now's the time to ask any questions you have about the Lion's Gate. Any questions that you have. Hey, lady baby, thank you. I got you on the list for free oracle. Um, free oracle reading for anybody who goes ahead and hits that daily heart need for the first 5 minutes. I'll put my timer on now. Timer has started. Once that's over, you need to go ahead and send in an offering if you want your personal questions answered. Tap, tap, tap the screen, because as some of you may or may not know, every 10K hearts, I do a free collective read. So if you want to get that free collective read, we can go ahead and do that too. So nobody has any questions? Y'all are smart. So y'all tell me about it. Tell me something. Y'all don't got no questions. That must mean you have answers. Do you have answers? What's going on with this Lion's Gate? Huh? What's going on with it? What's going on with these retrogrades, with the Saturn retrograde? Huh? And the Neptune retrograde and the Pluto retrograde. Has it sat you down? Are you listening? Are you being obedient? Are you resisting it? How you been feeling? You want to get into it? Because I'm going to get into it. Let's get into it. I didn't come here to play. What's up, Brandy? Gang, gang. You've been struggling, love. Let's talk about it. Where do you feel the resistance? Do you feel it in your crown or do you feel it in your lower body? Are you in tune with your chakra system? Where do you feel the resistance? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your stomach? Let's talk about it. Who else has been struggling during these retrogrades? These retrogrades are back to back. We had 4. Finally, just yesterday, we just got out of the Mercury retrograde shadow, just on the 7th. So, you know, you probably still feel, just getting your bearings. You probably feel like you're just getting your bearings a little bit, but, you know, come on, we got this. We got this. And your crown, okay. That's your place of authority. That's your center of authority. Not to be confused with your place of power. Your place of power and your place of authority are 2 different things. So where do you feel like somebody is stealing your autonomy, your freedom, your authority over your own free will to go and come as you please? That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm going to need you to meditate on that, okay, love? Who's been trying to steal your authority? Come on, let's talk about it. You know who it is. You know exactly who. As soon as I said it, you know exactly who I'm talking about, right? Literal court issues. Yeah, so that's law. That is authority. That's issues of authority. So, you know, trying to supersede on your divine human rights. Trying to impose laws on you that don't make sense. When's the last time you did your breathing exercises, lady? All right, I'm going to call on the first person for their oracle read. Let's see if they're there. Love, are you here? Let's do some oracle reads real quick. Love, do you want to find out who your angel is, or do you want me to do an affirmation oracle type reading for you? Which one do you want? Love, I'm going to pull a meditative card for you. Or lady. Yes, love. Did you do the daily heart mean? I don't know if it's you. Didn't you do the daily heart mean? There's a couple of loves in here. I don't know. Do your daily heart mean. That's how you get on the free list. Otherwise, you can send in an offering if you have any personal questions. But I don't think you did your daily heart mean. No, because it doesn't show next to your name yet. Y'all send in your daily heart mean, okay? That helps the stream. That puts me on the FYP page. Let's, you know, let's get the live, let's stimulate the live, because, you know, I haven't been up here for a minute. So I'm going to need y'all to tap the screen, share the live out, hit the daily heart me, do all the things, tickle the live the way, you know, the way TikTok likes to be tickled. It's not my rules. I don't make up the rules. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next person. Terry, where you at? Yes, of course. Just click on the link in my bio. Yes, of course. If you want to just send an offering in, you can do that too, love. You can send in any offering you want just for like an oracle card just to support me, okay? But if you want, like if you have a specific question that you want answered, it's 11 for a mini reading and 22 for a full. That's it for the free readings. I'm not doing any more free readings, okay? Ah! I love TikTok shop too, lady. I love TikTok shop too. Terry, where you at? Terry going once, going twice. Talking about I love TikTok shop. Yes. Let's see. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, y'all. Lady, where you at? I'm here and I'm ready. I know you are. Hey, you just missed the free readings, love. I'm so sorry. Y'all make sure you follow me and make sure you put your notifications on, because whenever I start my streams, I always do free readings. I always do free readings when I first start my stream. For the first 5 minutes. Sometimes I do it a little longer. It just depends. But you still have a chance to get a reading if you send in an offering. Link is in my bio. Or if you help light up my board. That is when you click on my profile and it says like my gifting board. You can light up a board, become a title gifter. Or you can do one of my gifting goals here if you want a full reading, okay? Kathy is completely done with our love. I would love to answer that question for you. I would love to, especially during this auspicious time, especially during a Saturn retrograde. Because with Saturn retrograde slamming doors shut, yeah, this is the right time to ask that question. Did you send in an offering yet, Kitty, to get your to get on the list? Let me know when you send it in, okay? If you can do a pull for me regarding the legal stuff. All right, Lady C, I can do, well, your oracle's not going to do that. The free oracle reading won't do that. But if you want to get a reading, like a mini reading for what's going on in court, it's 11 or 22 if you want a full one. Or you can gift become a title gifter or something like that. Or do one of these gifts. It's up to you. Yeah. All right, so lady, I'm going to go ahead and do your oracle reading for you, okay, love? Do you want an oracle reader or do you want to know who your angel is? It's up to you. I'm giving you a choice here. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Lionsgate. Happy Lionsgate. And you know what? Y'all, stop. For those of y'all who are doing this, stop saying it's 888. It's not 888. Y'all be reaching sometimes. Like, it's 2026. It's not 26, it's 2026. When you add 2 plus 2 plus 6, you do not get an 8. Now, if you leave out the other numbers and try to force it and say, well, it's 26, so that's an 8. Okay, yeah, you're going to get that number, but that's not how the magic works. The magic doesn't bend around you. You bend around the magic. You bend around the law. You learn how to maneuver that. You don't change it. It changes you. You understand? Some of y'all understand. All right. Real change starts from inside you. Why are you getting this message? With this court situation that you're going through, why would you get a message like this? The situation that you're going through it's not a setup. It wasn't because somebody set you up. So that's a very Saturn message. That's a very Saturn coded message during a Saturn retrograde, saying that you need to get disciplined about how you move. You have to. There's no other choice. You are the captain. You're the authority. You're fighting authority figures right now. But when you need to learn how to bend around their rules, right? There's so many levels of law. There's the law of the divine law, universal law, and the law of the land. So you having a battle with the law of the land. That's what it sounds like. Mm. Okay, so you're stubborn. So you're stubborn. Yeah. But you also, so the fall of Capricorn is to be stubborn and not know how to adapt that well. Of being a cardinal sign as well, wanting to have control of things, loving your authority, right? But the glory, you know, the exaltation of the Capricorn is to be disciplined and structured, on point, having all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Um, and so that is your mission. That is your mission with those energies, especially if it's in your moon as well. Especially if it's in your moon. Because your moon is where secrets are held. Your moon is your inner world. And this is talking about inside of you. You know, your moon is how you figure out problems, how you solve problems. That's your moon all day. It's how you deal with stress. It's how you react when you're angry. It's your mother. That's your moon. It's so much. So if you have Capricorn in that area, yeah, during this time, you can have your ass handed to you. There's a few signs that are really going to have a difficult time during this transit, and Capricorn is definitely one of them. Especially, I think Capricorn, Saturn is your planet. So it's gonna give you extra special attention. Yeah. Emotions. Ooh. Retrograde. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Hold on. Yes. Kelly, what you know about it? Talk to me, Kelly. All right. So right now, yes. And here's the thing too, it's not just the fact that we're having these retrogrades, it's also the sign that these retrogrades are in. And for the most part, these retrogrades are in Aries. Aries is Mars. Aries is fire. Aries is pressure. You know, force, willpower, stamina, aggression. And so to have a retrograde, it's not like you have a Taurus. It's not like it's in Taurus where it's ruled by Venus and it likes, you know, things to, you know, let's deal with it nice and easy. No, Aries is like, we're going to deal with it nice and rough. And we're gonna knock all this shit over. That's what Aries said. Aries wants to bring a tower moment in your life. And some of y'all might be resisting that, but remember what I teach. Tower moments are good. Because the only reason why a tower moment can even be possible is if the foundation is already rotting. So a lot of times we try to like deal with what's going on in our life and keep it going, right? Knowing it's on a rotting foundation, trying to hold on until it finally, like, till the wheels fall off. Well, the wheels are going to eventually fall off. And this is that wheels are falling off season. This is this overhaul. This is you got to take care of it. You got to get in there. You got to get your hands dirty. This is get your hands dirty work. This is not quiet, peaceful reflection by the lake and in the bathtub. Yeah, this is that nitty gritty. So this is that dark shadow work that a lot of people like really run from when it comes to spirituality. They want things to be like pretty and fluffy and cute and comfortable. And no, it's not. It's destruction too. It's destruction as well. Yeah. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing Lionsgate readings, retrograde readings with everything that's going on. You're so welcome. Yeah, love. Let me know if you guys send in an offering. If you sent one in and I didn't see it or I didn't mention it, I'm not ignoring you. I might not just see it, might have not just came in yet. So if you send in an offering, let me know, okay? Good evening, gang gang. Annette, how you been? It's been a long time. Yes, I took a little hiatus. I had needed to take time for my birthday month, and I needed to take time to do some alchemy with the transits. That we had some very powerful transits this past couple of months. Very powerful time. Just coming into this new year has been very powerful. Okay, love. I got you. Give me 1 second. Okay. So what do you want to know, love? I know. Aw, Annette, I miss you. You doing good? Good. How's this transit doing? How you doing on, y'all do the work. This is not the time to sleep on work. If some of y'all have been, like, you've been spiritually lazy, you know you need to get on it. You know you haven't been doing your prayers. You know you haven't been doing your meditations. You know you haven't been doing your affirmations. You know you haven't been doing your spiritual baths. You know you haven't been lighting your candles, and I've been telling you, light your candles. Right now is not the time to play. It's a Lionsgate portal right now, y'all. The significance of this is like you winning the lottery. Swords of wisdom, gang, gang. The significance of this is like you essentially, like, someone calls you up and they're like, yeah, so you just won the lottery. And then you're like, oh, maybe I'll pick it up later. Like, who does that? Who does that? Where were y'all when Jupiter was Kazemi? You understand we're dealing with a Jupiter Kazemi on a Lionsgate? Anything you want, baby. Anything you want, baby. Anything you want. Light a candle, do the work. I got 4 candles lit. One's red, one's pink, one's green, one's white. Who knows the meaning of that? Come on. We're here for expansion. Jupiter is calling. Ring, ring, it's time to blow up. Thank you, Annette. Swords of wisdom. How you doing? We finally out of the Mercury retrograde. All of my electronics were cooked. Cancer sun, Libra moon, Gemini rising. I just got engaged. Should it be short or long engagement? Ooh, congratulations. Guess what, y'all? I'm off the market too. I'm in love. I'm gonna have all her baby dolls. I'm in love. Yeah. So, should it be short or should it be long? What does your inner child say? Huh? Have you talked to her yet? How does she feel? I don't care about what we're talking about. I don't care about what you're talking about. I want to know what she said. That's the only voice that matters when it comes to love. That's the only voice that matters when it comes to love. And I'll say that every time. If your inner child don't say go, don't do it, because only she can protect you. Only she can protect you. Hi, Slim baby. There goes my baby right there. There she is. She's in the chat. Slim. You're not sure? Oh, come on, Intrinsic. Intrinsic, is it your first time here to my live? I need you to be sure. I need you to know. Because if you're telling me that you don't know, that means that you haven't talked to her yet. You guys know that I offer private sessions where we journey into your chakras. We journey into your inner child. I can introduce you to your inner child. You know, you're gonna give her form and shape. You're gonna make the egregore out of her that she should be. Your inner child should be one of the biggest egregores you have. So yeah, I mean, before we start manifesting our dragons and stuff like that, we should manifest our inner child and all of our chakras. But my special for my private sessions, if you see me here on TikTok Live, is only $59. It's almost 50% off. My sessions are $99 and up for private one-on-ones. But while I'm on TikTok, it's $59 flat. You sign up through my link in my bio, and we sit down one-on-one on Zoom, and we do a session. So we can do whatever session you want. We can channel in your inner child. We can do a chakra reset and rebalance, or we can deal with your dreams if things are going on with your dreams. We can deal with specific issues if you have specific, relationship issues or parental issues. It's up to you to want to dive into that, though. I'm never gonna, yeah. Are you my family? We know each other. Why don't you have game? You don't even have a daily heart meet. love your daughter. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for liking the live, y'all. You know, when I get to 10K hearts, I do a free collective reading. Okay, every 10K hearts. So there's always something for everyone, no matter what level that you're at. You know, if you can't afford to send an offering, that's okay. There's abundance here in my stream. Okay, so you're gonna be fed no matter what. But if you need direct answers to specific things that you're dealing with, send in an offering. Okay, 11 for a mini, 22 for a full. When you get in here, when I first start my stream, the first 5 minutes, hey, Dragon Gang, yeah, thank you. When you first get in here, the first 5 minutes, I give out free oracle readings, so get in here, okay? Yeah, you do. Did you get your email, your follow-up and everything? Okay. I sent that a few days after we met, so you should have got that from sacredrevolution.org. But yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. And you have a discount code. Let me know if you need another one. I'll give you another one, okay? Because that one is for like special for the first, like, I think 48 hours or something like that. Hold up. You're engaged now? You finna have all her baby dolls too? Okay, hold on. Pause. I want to know the tea. Who proposed to who? Oh, I love love. You know, this these retrogrades that we've been having, the planetary alignments that we have been having, are doing a lot of course correction. So when I talk to you guys about, are you resisting it? Because I know you feel the pull. I know you feel the push. We all do. Nobody's exempt from that, right? Are you surrendering to it? And it may not be easy. It may feel foreign. It may not feel like what you're used to. But remember, when you're healing trauma, you have to do the things that are uncomfortable. When you're growing, when you're building, you have to be uncomfortable. You got to stop. The point is to stop being so fucking comfortable. Because being comfortable is what got you, caught up. What got you into situations that were not favorable for your life path purpose, for your destiny, for your mission. So, yeah. What are we doing? She proposed to me on my birthday. Oh. So, you book an inner child session. One, this needs to be answered from your inner child. And you have a partner, so you and her inner child need to have a conversation about when you feel good about doing this. What has she said? Has she said like when she feels like doing it or whatever? What has she said? And you guys can get your synastry charts done if you want to do that too, to see where you cross, where your portals cross. So you can be prepared for whatever it is. It's hidden. So we gotta unveil it. That information is not information. Like, I'm getting that y'all gotta talk more. What's been said? Your comment isn't coming through. What's been said between you and her as far as like when you want to have it? Y'all, we're almost to 10K hearts. At 10K, I'm going to do a collective read. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Share the live. Go to my board. Light it up. Thank you. All that stuff puts me on the board. If you're here and you're watching, welcome. My name is Kyrah, aka Good, and I'm a shamanic oracle. I've been studying and practicing my craft for over 20 plus years. That's over 2 decades for the people in the back. So that means I am a woman of a certain age. So when you come into my room, you take off your shoes and you wash your what? You wash your paws. Because this is House of Baddies with Brains and the Lotus Snake Gang. And if you didn't know, now you know. Okay. Hello, welcome in everybody. I see you. I'm waiting on Love. Where did you go? I'm waiting on you. He's probably booking a session right now. So anybody who's in here right now, if you have any questions about Lionsgate, any questions about rituals to do at Lionsgate, ask in the chat. I asked you what she's saying about when to get married. What has she said? What has she said? If you guys have any questions about Lionsgate, if you guys have any questions about the retrogrades that we're currently dealing with right now, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, ask in the chat. Don't be shy. 2028 or 2029. That's what she said? Is that what she said? 12, 13. Spring. That's what she said? Well, 11. The 2029 is an auspicious number. It's 13, which is the number of the divine feminine. I can tell you that just right off the bat. That's what I can tell you. Spring is a beautiful time because spring denotes like blossoming and roots and abundance, fruitfulness. So these are all like great symbolical times to do that. But I cannot dictate that. I'll tell y'all, here's the thing, I can never tell y'all what to do. I can never tell you what to do. I can give you advice, I can give you information that can better inform you to make a decision that resonates best with you, but I can never tell you what to do. Yeah. But I can give you information that could better inform you. You know, 2028 is a 12, 29 is a 13, and 13 is a divine, holy number that the white man tried to demonize. We don't have to go there, but I will. We don't have to go there, but I will. Guys, can you see me okay? Am I glitching out? Bay just said that my service might be glitching. Can you guys see me? Am I glitching? You're welcome. Okay, good. Okay. So we've been having bad weather out here in the Midwest. So the technology is a little glitchy. I pulled for you regarding your relationship and you got the moon. Now she said either or. Is she leaning towards anything? I want you guys to talk more. You're not here for the nonsense. Me either. I'm not here for the nonsense either. I like your name. I did not come here to play. With TikTok, okay? I want y'all to talk more. Yes. Why don't you guys do a heart-to-heart meditation talk where you sit face-to-face, knee-to-knee, heart-to-heart, and then you talk about what it is. It's like a different level of intimacy. It's a form of tantra as well. You're welcome. I want you guys to maybe practice some tantra so you can open up some stuff. I'm feeling, you guys are in love, obviously. You guys love each other, but there's still more layers. There's still more layers, and this is why the moon card came up. There's still more layers. What is the influence of the mother inside your life and her life? What is the influence of y'all's mothers in your life? Is your mother influencing y'all in any type of way? Or her mother influencing blah, blah, blah? You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Just curious. Just curious. I feel like I need to ask that for some reason. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, I feel like there's something there for y'all right there. The same B-Day. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay, so someone's mom is talking to me a little bit. That's what it is. Maybe I want you to talk about when her mom, the date that her mom passed away. That is a significant date for y'all. That is a very significant date for y'all. And this is why this came up. Because you need to sit down and you need to like figure out something about that date. As we talk about dates, it so happens that there is a date that you guys are in sync with. That's not a coincidence. And I want you to run with that. Okay? As you should. Lucy. Huh? She doesn't agree with you being a lesbian, but she loves you? Is that what you're saying? Does she love your partner? Does she like your partner? Oh, we made it to 10K hearts, y'all. There's to which one I asked 2 different questions. Y'all, come on. All right, this is the collective read for the 10K hearts. Thank you for getting me to 10K hearts. Welcome in. If you're new here, we're talking about the Lionsgate portal, the Jupiter Kazemi that we're dealing with, the energy from that, from all the retrogrades, the retrograde that just ended, Mercury, which the shadow phase just ended yesterday. We're also talking about the Pluto, the Neptune, and the Saturn retrograde. And when Saturn is retrograde, people be making a big deal out of Mercury retrograde. I don't know how that became so trendy, but mostly because it fucks up our electronics and traveling. So it's like it's kind of like the full moon. Like you can't ignore it. If you want to act like astrology doesn't matter, let a Mercury retrograde come through and fuck up your whole life. And I think that's why we make such a big deal out of it. People don't really realize how powerful a Saturn retrograde is and how much influence it has on our life. And if you have been feeling like suddenly there's like this like father figure of like heavy like discipline and like nose and doors shut and you cannot go and you cannot pass and sit your ass the fuck down, it's because Saturn. If you're having those type of influences in your life where it's you're being like held down and held back from yourself, from your own nature, which would seek to destroy you. That's what Saturn does. It gets you some straightening. And that can be, depending on where you're at with your level of discipline, man, that can show up as going to jail, going to court, you know what I mean? Ultimatums in your relationships, things of that nature, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, hell no, we will not go. Not until X, Y, and Z, fines, things of that nature, things being shut down. That's what's sad, and that's harsh, you know what I mean? That's different than just like your electronics just glitching and shit like that. That's like a whole lifestyle of like, that's affecting your whole lifestyle. It's slowing down your whole lifestyle and saying, hey, take a look at this. Take a look at this mess over here in the corner. You've been ignoring that shit. Now you're being forced to clean it. And not just in a way, again, like a Taurus, like a retrograding Taurus would try to force you to do something where it's just like, you know what, like real easy going, like, maybe you should just take a look at this. No, it's Aries. It is yoking you up and slamming your ass up against the wall and slapping you around a little bit. That's what it's doing. She loves my partner, but she doesn't agree with our union. Interesting. Yeah, I kept having power outages. Yeah, during that Mercury, this Mercury retrograde was especially strong. So I did notice that. I was like, damn, everything's fucking up. The damn the water got shut off in my area. I was one of them states that supposedly the opposition hacked into our water system and turned it off because of the WAR. I'm gonna say it because I don't need that happening. I don't need nothing happening to my algorithm. But yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's our code. Yeah, you didn't hear about it? But really, supposedly, it's because of the data centers, and we're going to start experiencing, water shortages. It's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. And the aliens are coming a lot. There's a lot of spaceships docking. There's a lot of spaceships docking lately, if you haven't noticed. And I'm not playing. This is for the collective. Welcome in. Yeah, shout out to my hybrid beings. This is a safe space for you. All my earth angels, my Naga serpents. all my werewolves and my lichens, my sirens. Welcome in. People would freak out if they saw how many. Right. So many. Man, someone showed me a picture. It was like on somebody's post. They were showing a picture of the mounds. I think they're the ones in Ohio. And I saw like 3 spaceships in the picture. And I was like, oh, but they were like, yeah, these are the mounds. And they're trying to say that. Da, da, da. And I was like, no, but there's even spaceships above that mound. And they were like, oh shit. They didn't notice it. Because people forget how a lot of them cloak themselves in the clouds. Welcome in, everybody. All right, this is your collective read. This is your collective read for the Lionsgate. This is just for the people who are in here right now. Okay. This is for the legacy. Start getting serious about building your legacy during this time. When you're doing your rituals, they're specifically saying your rituals should not be towards like for temporary or short-term gain. You need to be looking at the long-term, the long haul. When you're doing your rituals, this is the time to ask for the full Monty. Hi, Anita. You're new? Welcome in. Hit the daily heart me. You came just in time for the collective. We're talking about the energy, the focus that you need to have right now during this lion thing. You gotta walk away. Leave it, put it down. Just put it down. Put it down. Walk away from those cups. Put it down. You see all this? That's all the bullshit in your life. Just walk away. That's that Saturn. That's that Saturn showing up. See, that's that Saturn. Because we're dealing with a Saturn retrograde right now. And Saturn retrograde will not be over till early December. December 11th. It's going to be here for a little while. And it just got started at the end of July. So, yeah. And, when it comes to this is not a love reading. So if it was a love reading, it would just be about love, right? Because, of course, cups. But this is a general reading for the collective. So all the things that you've been filling your cups up with, some of them cups are very poisonous. We know that. We don't always, do exactly what's right for us. We're human. We're not perfect. But you know what I'm saying? I looked up a scripture the other day. I think it's in Corinthians. It's one of my favorite scriptures. It's about discipline. It's very Saturn in nature. And it said, You guys can look it up, but because I don't remember the scriptures like that. But it says, when I was a little boy, I thought like a little boy. I talked like a little boy. I did things like a little boy. But when I became a man, I thought like a man. I spoke like a man. And I took on things that a man takes on, type, you know. So put it down so you can move forward. So you can move forward in life into what? Your 10 of coins, your abundance. But this isn't just abundance, this is legacy. 10 of coins isn't just about money and abundance, it's about legacy. That's why you see them here with the generations, you know. That's the old couple right there, and that's their offspring, that's their generations. Chrissy, get in there. Thank you, Chrissy. Let's pull one more card. This is the collective read for the Lion's Gate that we're doing right now, that we're going through right now. Every 10K hearts, I do a free collective read. If you have personal questions that you want answered, it's 11 for a mini, 22 for a full. Link is in the bio to send in that offering. Or if you have coins on TikTok, you can send in a gift that I have pinned here on my gift goals. Or you can light up my gift board, okay? Thank you, Chrissy. Everyone get in here. Get your daily heart me. Join the team. Thank you, baby. That's my baby right there. Ooh. Thank you. Get in there, Chrissy. Let me go ahead and put your name on the list for a reading, okay? Swords, you already know you're on the list. So whenever you're ready, love, you can ask your question. Okay? That's my bouncer, so y'all better act right. And I gotta make my baby my bouncer too. Anita, you better get your ass in here. Anita, where you been? No, sir. I know, I've been the one who's been gone. Thank you. I just answered your question with the collective read. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Come on, Chrissy. Let's pull one more card for the collective, and then I'll go back to answering questions that you guys may have for the Lion's Gate. It's not 888. That's that weird ass pop culture shit. It's 2026. It's not 26. They be reaching. They be reaching. It's like you wanted to be 88 so bad. You said, well, we'll just act like it's not 2026. We'll just act like it's 26. No, that's not how numerology works. That's not how you do numerology. No. You got to count all the numbers. You can't just leave numbers out. But yeah. It's still a very powerful Lion's Gate. Very powerful Lion's Gate. Yeah, put it down, walk away, right? If you're to do, come out again, and we'll see. I've been here going through a transition. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it's been a very transformative season since January. Even the government, even on a mundane level, we can see everybody being affected by it. Like the collective, like it's just like a whole new world out here. We're seeing the future coming hot and fast, ain't we? Real hot, real fast, we're seeing it, right? Mm-hmm. So you're coming out with some more coins. Not only is this about like a celebration of sorts, but it's also about the discipline. It's the discipline that is going to take you. It's the correction. It's the correction. See all this Saturn coming through. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What's the part? I forgot to. Why is it doing this? Alright, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to your comments here. Said, yes, mine started mid-January. Actually, it's been heavy year. I knew immediately after New Year's. Yes, Scorpio moon. Yes, Scorpio moon girl. Anita, yep. Confirmation. Yes, energy's been so strong. Exhausted. Super duper exhausted. I just want to sleep and sleep and sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. But I'm doing the work. Right now is a time of great lessons. Take them in stride. Take them in stride. Right now is a time of surrendering. Just surrender. It's okay. It's okay. Trust the process. Right now is the time to trust the process. Right now is the time to take the wise counsel of elders as well. That's like when I get my 3 of Coins card, I also liken that to like the wisdom of the elders and being taught, so that you can build up to the 10 of Coins, right? I'm learning how just to observe energy and not absorb it, right? Yes, not be so reactive, right? That's so important. That's a great one to meditate on. Yeah, to just be the observer. I moved to a new city in January. I'm finally seeing the finish line to a new beginning. Nice. It takes a while. It takes time. Yeah, by the end of the year, you should feel like, and then you'll be on to what was the whole reason. You'll be on to like the purpose of what that is. Chrissy, if you meditate on the duality of oneness and separatism, that's going to help you a lot with learning to not absorb energy. Meditate on that duality. I was just talking about that the other day because it's a beautiful conundrum. It's a beautiful riddle of this existence, of this realm, that we can have duality. It's not duality in all the realms. It's not. All the realms don't have that. So it's a beautiful complication, ain't it? Damn, and y'all got me to 22K hearts already. Thank you. Anita, don't forget to get your daily heart me if you have it. Welcome in, everybody. We're talking about the Lion's Gate right now that we're experiencing. And we're talking about all of the retrogrades that we're going through right now. Do y'all understand what it means? We talked a lot about the Saturn retrograde. Do y'all understand what it means to be going through the Pluto retrograde and the Neptune retrograde? And how to figure that out? So you got to understand that each planet has an expression of energy or characteristics. So Saturn being discipline, structure, time, also the illusion of time, gatekeeper, And so whenever we're doing a retrograde with that, those are the things in our life that it's going to influence, right? That discipline, that structure, and that's why it feels restrictive, because you gotta act like an adult. You have to have some structure to you if you want to have whatever you want. If you didn't have any structure to you, like say you was just driving down the street in any kind of lane doing whatever, it'll be over for you. You'll never get to your destination. But if you have some order, some structure, some discipline, you have some awareness, you're paying attention to what's going on around you, you get to your destination in one piece, successfully. Well, all your shit. If you're really disciplined, you're gonna have cargo packed for what you need for your journey and for when you get there. If you really got your ducks in a row, right? And that's what Saturn does. Pluto is death and rebirth. Pluto is the great reset. So Pluto comes in and says, all right, Now that we've got a little structure and some straightening going on, let me come in here and get rid of all this garbage. Let me go ahead and put an end to all this. This shit that wasn't, you didn't need it, wasn't necessary. It was holding you back. You have too much junk in your trunk, right? And then you have Neptune. And Neptune is that planet of like invention and dreaming and ideas and even a little bit of humanitarianism, right? And that's why, you know, Aquarius is with that. Each planet has a sign and they share the same, you know, attributes and characteristics, right? Because of the planet. It's the planet. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's saying like we're dealing with the structuring and the cleaning up and the death of the fantasies that you had. Neptune is very fantasy-like, right? Your dreams, it's the dream world and all of that. And so it's like, okay, let's sit down and let's evaluate these dreams you have, these fantasies you have. Let's see what we keep and what we don't. What do we need to put some structure and some order to so we can actually make it happen? Right now is the big season of like your big leap, your big quantum leap into the timeline that's going to have you fulfill your mission, that's going to have you in alignment with your heart's desires. That's why use it or lose it. This is the Lionsgate portal. Right now is not the time to not light a candle. Go light a candle. Right? I have ADHD and anxiety. I've come up with a few ways to stop my stimulation from happening. That's good. What are some of the ways? You want to share them? Does that make sense to everybody, how I broke down those planets for those retrogrades? If not, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, okay? Thank you, Swords of Wisdom. Appreciate it. Okay, so what are some ways that work for you? That's good. That's really good. So, okay, boom. Let's talk about these retrogrades. Let's look at Saturn retrograde. Let's look at one retrograde at a time. Let's ask about Saturn retrograde. Fix this glitch. I'm tired of this glitch. Alright, let's see what we do with this Saturn retrograde. Invest. So I'm asking about what the collective needs to be focused on for this Saturn retrograde. What will appease the gods, right? They want you to start investing. They want you to start making better investments. Some of y'all have some travel or a move. Investing into a destination. I don't know if this is a vacation for some of you or if this is an actual like move for some of y'all. But this is definitely travel. Let's clarify on that travel for y'all real quick. again. Okay. They need you to be more disciplined in your travel and making moves. So don't be hasty right now. You're actually being restricted from that. You're being restricted a little bit here. It's saying don't make any sudden moves. Don't make any sudden moves. And also you're being forced to take a break. You're being forced to like stop. It's the difference, because when you get the hangman, it's saying, oh, you need to just take a little break or whatever, and that's something that you impose on yourself. You take a break, but you are actually being forced to take a break. That's your Four of Swords, okay? Outside forces or outside influences are forcing you to take a break. It's forcing you not to move. So you have it in your heart to move. You have it in your heart to, you know, travel and do all this stuff. And the reason why is because you want to prove yourself. I need to say that. That's important. And that's going to ring true for a lot of people. You're tired of being where you're at because you're tired of not, because you know you're meant for something more. You just know intrinsically. And you're tired of being where you're at, but you need to make better investments first. You're going to have to invest in yourself, people, places, and things. Better investments in yourself, people, and places, and things first. Then you can go ahead and make that move. Then, you know what I mean, you can prove your worth to the world. Mostly I'm getting family here. I'm getting more so like bloodline. But you know, you have to prove yourself to you before you prove yourself to anybody else, right? And then this is when we have to have a conversation about self-love. Because a lot of people think that they love themselves, but it's just lip service, you know? Players always love you when they're playing type shit. And yeah, we can play ourselves. We can definitely play ourselves. Because it boils down to, if you love me, why do you do this? If you love me, why won't you do that? So you need to have that very real conversation with yourself. And of course, asking Saturn what Saturn would want the collective, how Saturn would want the collective to focus. This is a very Saturn, this is a very Saturn-laced read based on what Saturn does, right? Discipline, restriction, and structure. And this is what this is all about. Yeah. Somebody's not making good investments, and it's throwing everything off. It's throwing you in the completely wrong direction, and you're not gonna have any success or blessings if you continue in that direction. And that is the message. That is the message. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. And that's the thing. And that's the thing about life. That's the thing about spirituality, true spirituality, is that if you're only here for the fun times and the entertainment, and you know what I'm saying, like making a wish on 11/11, then you're not going to go far. Sorry. To whom much is given, much is required. So if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want much asked of you, then don't ask for shit. And don't expect nothing, right? Right. Right. But a lot of times people like to ask for a bunch of stuff and do no work. And just get it. Just, you know, that's not how that works. You want something you haven't earned. That's not how that works. We're almost to 30K. We're almost to 30K. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. So how's everything been going for you, Annette? Welcome in if you're new here. We're just talking about the Lionsgate portal. We're talking about the retrogrades that we're dealing with right now. Yes. Have you guys been paying attention? Have you noticed something? good. That's good. What's up, Bella? What's up, everybody? So yeah, when times like this happen, me personally, I lay low. I get introspective. Yeah. It's a mini read or a full read. So it's 11 for a mini, 22 for a full read. Link is in the bio for your personal questions. Or you can light up my gift gallery or send in my gift goals there. Hey, Annette, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for your support. But yeah, how many questions do you have? Maybe a lot of them will be answered with the first question or just hanging around. Y'all know that I offer private one-on-one sessions. They're discounted when you book here with me on TikTok. Link is in my bio. It's only $59 when you book here with me on TikTok. It's normally $99, so it's almost 50% off. No, wait, maybe. Maybe I couldn't have been. Yeah. Let me see what it says here. No, I only been live like 72 minutes. I think that's like overall. Talk about what's happening. Time has been really wonky lately though. Time has been really wonky. If you're in alignment, if you're in alignment with the cosmos right now, time should be really wonky for you right now. If you're very grounded and like anchored to earth, then maybe time has been very normal for you. But if you've been, you know, more like in the spirit, then time is probably going to be off for you because there's too many retrogrades right now. It's too many retrogrades. It's too much magnetism. It's, you know what I mean? And if you're going in, and if you're in the spirit, you're in alignment with where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be, you should be around some really strong magnetic energy that just collapses the time field to where things just feel, where am I right now? You shouldn't even feel time. Yeah. But yeah, only 73 minutes. Okay, we're at 30K. Alright, if you send in an offering for a reading, let me know. I'm not ignoring you. I probably just didn't see your offering. I'm sure that if I don't read it for you, y'all will tell me. So. Boom, let's read for Neptune. Let's read for Neptune. If you tell me you're a big three, I will read you for filth. If you don't know your big three, let me know. I'll help you figure out your big three. What's up, Erica? How you doing? Welcome in. All right, Neptune. Neptune, the planet of fantasies, dreams and hopeful wishes, illusions and whatnot. But how else will you manifest if you don't know how to dream? A fantasy isn't always a bad thing. An illusion isn't always a bad thing. There's duality in everything. Yes, on the money. Speak it into existence. Stop playing with your dreams. Speak it into existence. Speak more. Speak more into existence what you want. Your Neptune is in Capricorn? Oh, wow. So you are very harsh on your dreams and practical. Yeah. Like you're just like, no, that's get that idea out of here. That's crazy. You need your ideas to be super grounded. Yeah. Speak those dreams. Speak life into them. A lot of y'all are, the reason why this is coming out, because the people who are in here right now, some of y'all, this may not be for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest, right? But you're not speaking enough, and you're not breathing enough life into your dreams. You gotta talk more into it. Your voice is your power. A lot of y'all don't realize how much power you have in your tongue. You know, the resonance frequency of your being is in your voice, and that holds power. You think when the witch took Ariel's voice, it was just like for a little children's story? It's not. She took her voice because that is where your power to manifest is. I need to breathe more into it, no lie, yes. Yep. Speak, keep speaking. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a season for everything. Yes, there's times and places where like you should be quiet. You shouldn't be talking about what your dreams and your hopes and your wishes are. But if it transfers into fear, which happens a lot with this fake spirituality on the internet, you know, I don't tell anybody what I got going on. Well, guess what? You just avoided telling maybe the one or two people who could like put you in alignment with what your vision is or what your goal is, because you're walking around scared to tell anybody. You know who you shouldn't tell your business to. Keep it at that. But you need to be putting yourself in rooms, at tables, and in circles where you can speak and breathe life into your fantasies, your dreams, your wishes, and your hopes. And also, stop being so fucking soft. A lot of y'all are soft. A lot of y'all like, oh, if you tell the wrong person, they're gonna make fun of me, or they're gonna make me feel bad if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're giving away your power. Straight up. Who's gonna take what from who? Nobody can take nothing from me. What are we talking about? Why do y'all do that? You know, there's probably a handful of people that can even have any real influence on what you're doing. You know, you don't want to be foolish and then just like give somebody who has the means and the money to do what you're doing and steal your idea. Okay, that's common sense, right? But some of y'all just be like, I don't want to tell people that I'm working on this because they're all going to talk about me. And so, why are y'all so soft? Stop caring about what people say about you. You got to get stronger than that. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's why some of you, your power is weak. Because you have these subconscious fears and anchors. They're weighing you down. This is a part of your shadow work. How are you going to call yourself a goddess, but you're out here hiding from people because of fear of what they're going to do to you? And it'd be irrational. It'd be irrational sometimes. Like, you're scared of him. You're scared of her. They don't even have nothing going on. Make it make sense. So, and we talk about that a lot here. We talk about taking your power back a lot over here. Because it's a lot of weak minds. You can't be a strong individual with a weak mind. So, we're going to stop that. Speak. Not change. Build your discernment. That makes sense. Build your discernment. Give offerings. So right now, Sig, right now for Neptune's energy, right? And we're talking about what we need to do during this time. So if you don't have any rituals set up, if you haven't even lit a candle yet, this is giving you some direction into that for the Lionsgate portal, because you know it's going to be over soon, and this is the prime time for that. Build your discernment. You need to have a better head on your shoulders for knowing what's safe and what's not. And you're going to have to really work on that. I often talk about the formula for discernment, right? And discernment isn't something that you're given. It's not something that you're born with, even if you're psychic. Just because you can predict like when someone's gonna have a baby, or you always are the one in the family who has dreams when someone's gonna get in a car accident, does not mean you have discernment. Those are not one and the same at all. Discernment is birthed from wisdom. It's an alchemical process, and the formula is as such: knowledge, wisdom, discernment. You get knowledge from actually listening to wise people. You get knowledge from seeking it, reading about it, right? Reading and learning about stuff, right? You get wisdom from doing. It's what you do. It's the experiences that you have. It's when you mess up and make a bunch of mistakes. It's in your imperfection that you become perfected. And then after you do those things, once you put the knowledge with the wisdom, right? Because the knowledge informs the wisdom on how things should have gone, what exactly was wrong. Some of y'all, you ever meet somebody who like a situation happens and they're troubleshooting it and they have the wrong reason behind why it happened. They'll be like, oh, my rice burnt because I didn't put enough water. But it's like, no, your rice burnt because the fire was up too high. So that's what wisdom will do. And discernment will do. It will teach you whether or not you should have been the one cooking that rice, or whether they should have even been cooking that rice. Right? Whether they are telling the truth about cooking that rice. That's what discernment will do. So you have to earn it. Discernment isn't just given to you. It doesn't matter how grown you are. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 80, 100. You're not just given discernment. Sorry. Build your discernment through that alchemical formula that I just said. If you want me to repeat it, let me know. 6 of coins coming out here. This is another card that also has to do with investment, but it also has to do with what's the word for it? When you're generous, right? So Neptune is saying be more generous with the way that you deal with your dreams. Think bigger, more, okay? You're thinking too small. So Neptune is saying, yeah, think bigger and put some discernment and some structure to it. It's okay to think big. Don't let a psychologist or a doctor tell you that if you want to own the Empire State Building, you're crazy and you're grandiose thinking and you're bipolar. Okay, but it's okay for a white man to say he wants to own it and make it happen? That's weird. You don't have the same ability to put yourself in the spaces that they did. You do. You do. And there are people that have come before us and that will come after us that will prove that to us. If you're not the woman or the man for the job, let it be that. But don't ever shit on the phenomena of like grandiose, great manifestations of greatness, right? Of divinity. Okay? So that is your Pluto, that is your Neptune read for the Neptune retrograde. Thank you for my hearts. I appreciate it. Do you want a reading, Juan? I know I'm cute. We're not talking about that right now, though. We're talking about the Lionsgate. And I'm finna have my about to mute you in a minute if you say something else stupid to me. My moderator, whatever y'all call yourself over here on TikTok. Stupid shit. Oh, please. Okay. Do you know that you're about to get muted? I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know you was about to get muted. For someone who knows everything, I bet you didn't know to shut the fuck up when you come in my room. That's so crazy. You knew everything but that. That's crazy. How that works. I guess you don't know a damn thing when it comes to me, huh? Pluto. We'll do Pluto next. Annette. Let's talk about, yes, you will. Don't you dare talk to one of the divine that way. Who do you represent, Devon or Python? Who do you represent, Larry, and who are you talking to? Come on, we're with the shits over here. Siggy, Sig! Hey! Hey, friend, how you doing? Manifest Life, welcome in, welcome in. So we're talking about the Lionsgate portal. Welcome in if you're new here. My name is Good, aka Kyrah, and I'm a shamanic oracle. I've been studying my craft for well over 2 decades. That's 20 plus years for the people in the back. Yes, that means I am a woman of a certain age. So when you come into my room, take off your motherfucking shoes and wash your what? Wash your paws, because this is House of Baddies with Brains and the Lotus Snake Gang. And if you didn't know, now you know. I'm good. How are you? Talk about I can't laugh. I'm just trying to figure out the Vaughn or the Python. Damn, people is getting blocked and shit. Oops. Oop. Can I be one of your mods? If not, no, it's okay. My mod is in here. If I didn't have anyone, Anita, I would though. Annette, sorry. I would. It's okay. Swear got him. But yes, thank you, Anita. Thank you, y'all. Yes, you can ask advice. Go ahead, ask anything, love. Go ahead, Joker. We have YouTube going on over here too. We're at 37K hearts. Every 10K hearts, I do a free collective reading. If you want your personal questions answered, it's 11 for a mini, 22 for a full. Link is in the bio, or you can light up my gift gallery or do my gift goal. You can also do a private one-on-one session with me to deal with anything that you're going through. It's only $59 when you book with me today, right now. That's almost 50% off of my normal prices. It's normally $99 and up to book with me. So once I get off this live, if you don't book with me, then that's the price you have to pay. But if you want to get the deal, book it now while I'm on live, okay? You're wondering if you confront a coworker. Okay, that's a great question. Did you send in an, I'd love to answer that for you. Did you send in an offering yet? Or let me know when you send in the offering. Link is in my bio, okay? sacredrevolution.org is the website, y'all. If you can't click on the link in my bio, sacredrevolution.org, you'll see the donation link there. Yes. It's 11 for a mini or 22 for a full. So if you want just like general, advice about the situation, send in 11. If not, 22. If you want to do a one-on-one like deep dive coaching session about it, on not only if you should say something, but what you should say and how you should say it, book the private session, okay? Thank you. Okay, Siggy Sig, get in there. Siggy, do you have a question? You became a title gifter. What's your YouTube channel name? It's the same. Yeah, Mystic Mentor. Yep. Siggy Sig, what's your question? You get a 1 card pull. Thank you. Do you have a question, or do you want just a general 1 card pull? It's up to you. Thank you for my finger hearts. We're almost to 40K. Once we get to 40K, I do a free collective read. Let me know if you need any help with that, Joker, okay? Just pull a card. I got you. Okay. King of Swords. Say it with your chest. That's your message. Say it with your chest. You bite your tongue. It's time to move out of that. Say it with your chest. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to turn up. But say it with your chest. That's your advice. And you know exactly what they're talking about too. It's something you're going through right now. Period. Thank you, Annette. Yes. Say it with your chest. Say what you mean and mean what you say. No backsies. No reversals. None of that. None of that. Terry, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're at 40K. Here comes the collective read for the Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Is it Pluto in Aquarius? Oh, Neptune is in Aries. Ooh, that's fierce. Ugh. Neptune is retrograde in Aries right now. That is fierce, honey. It's just shitting on your dreams. It's like, yank. That's what happened. Teal, thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's do that Pluto retrograde. Who do you love? Welcome in everybody. We're doing the collective read for the Pluto retrograde. Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius right now. When is it going to be over? Not till the middle of October, y'all. So it's been here for quite some time. So a lot of y'all have probably been experiencing some endings and some beginnings. Like rapid transformation. Because remember, Pluto is that planet of death. Pluto is there with Scorpio. The master transformer. The one who we learn to transform from. You understand? So let's see what's going on with it in Aquarius. It's saying to transform, to end the way that we do things within our social circle. Aquarius, the socialite, the humanitarian, the scientist, the rebel, the protester. Aquarius, the rebel, is saying put an end to those destructive Aquarius traits. Put an end to destructive circles, because Aquarius is with the crowd. You know, it's saying death to the crowd, death to the crowd, death to the wrong crowd. It's cleaning up that. Tower moments in your friend groups. New friends. New friend groups. New jobs. A lot of y'all lost some jobs recently. Since, when did this start? This started in May. So since May. So between May and now, there's going to be some job losses, some breakups, some family losses, some actual literal deaths in the family as well. And then there's going to be some literal births. There's going to be some literal babies being born. There's going to be some businesses started. There's going to be some LLCs started. There's going to be some new friend groups. There's going to be like an overhaul. It's going to be a Moldavite type of situation happening for you. So let's do Pluto and Aquarius. You don't have to do anything. Your battle is going to be fought for you. Justice is going to like come for you. Remember your magic. There's about to be swift justice. Somebody has done you wrong. A situation has done you wrong. Maybe several situations. There's going to be swift justice. If you remember your alchemy, don't use physical force. Don't step in. Don't do anything. The universe is about to step in. You're about to have divine intervention. This is the message that I just got for this Pluto retrograde, is that this Pluto retrograde is actually bringing in divine intervention. So with this Pluto retrograde, maybe with some of the other ones, you need to like, you know, do some rituals, do some meditation, switch purposely and intentionally switch your focus or your frame of mind, right? Your direction, your steps, how they're ordered. But with the Pluto retrograde, Pluto said, hold my beer. I got this. You don't have to worry about it. If anything, the action that you have to take here is inaction. So if you're used to like always trying to like, you know, like be overbearing or like fix something or solve something, Pluto retrograde is saying that's the death of that season. You don't have to lift no heavy weights no more. We're going to clean this up for you. We're going to take care of this. Remember your magic. Remember the magic. Remember the unseen of things. Remember how powerful things that are not spoken are. This is important. This is when it comes to your battles, okay? When it comes to the Pluto retrograde, there is some serious justice. Remember your magic, right? This doesn't mean that you need to be a pushover. I'm hearing pushover. Don't be a pushover. This doesn't mean that you're supposed to be a pushover. You're still speak up, say it with your chest. But as far as like getting physically like involved, like overly involved, that overly shit, don't do that no more. Say your piece, let it stand firm, and watch the cards fall. Watch. Pluto is telling you this. So it's a lot that's going on with these retrogrades. Pluto saying with this, you don't have to worry too much. Speak your truth. Let it be that truth. You know, you did get the sword of justice here. That's that sword of justice. But you're being told, hey, don't move too much. This is Pluto. Yeah. Because the magician. The magician is here. Remember, you're a magician. Are you a magician? I don't know. Act like it. Act like you're a magician. Act like you know. Act like you know it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like that for Pluto. Pluto is a heavy planet to deal with because Pluto is that tower planet where it'll just take shit from you. You know what I'm saying? And having Pluto along with Saturn, that's heavy. But know that this Pluto is not being as, this Pluto retrograde is not aggressive as the other retrogrades, because the other two retrogrades are dealing with Aries. Remember how, you know, aggressive Aries is. Aquarius is not aggressive like that. So luckily, because it's hard to deal with the Pluto retrograde, luckily it's not that harsh. It's somewhere in the middle. If it was like a Taurus, it would be a lot more gentler than it is even now, but it's going to be noticeable. It is. Yeah. So a lot of abrupt endings. Have y'all experienced any abrupt endings with this Pluto retrograde yet? Remember, starting in May. Like the first week of May is when it started. And of course we have the shadow phase. So even you want to look at the end of April. Last week of April, things were already percolating. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you to everyone who booked private sessions with me. If you guys want a private session with me, I have a couple of more slots left for this week. You can go ahead and click on the link in my bio. When you book a private session with me while I am live here off of TikTok, it's only $59. Once I get off live, it goes back to regular prices, which is $99 and up. In your private session, we can go over whatever you want to go over. We can journey through your chakra system. We can do inner child work. We can do shadow work, dream work. relational work. We can do your gift work if you don't know what your gifts are, or you do know what your gifts are and you want to develop those things. That's what we can get into as well, okay? Thank you, Siggy Sig. So yes, if you have any questions about the private sessions, go ahead and ask. If you do want a question answered while you got me here on live, it's 11 for a mini, 22 for April. Thank you. Thank you, Annette. What else do we have coming up? Well, you know, the Mercury retrograde that we just had, that's over with. That cleared yesterday, completely cleared. Meaning its shadow phase is over with, right? The next Mercury retrograde is going to be in Scorpio, y'all, and that's at the end of October. So get ready for that. We have a total solar eclipse on the 12th of this month. That's this Wednesday. Major portal. This Lionsgate portal, major. But this solar eclipse portal that we're having, the total solar eclipse portal that we're having, major. You don't understand how much power is in this summer. This summer is super powerful. It's super powerful. We just dealt with the Cazimi, Jupiter Cazimi. For those of you who don't know what a Jupiter Cazimi is, that's when the sun, when a planet gets extremely close, like dangerously close to the sun. When it's that close to the sun, it absorbs all that power and it magnifies. So what you got to understand is Jupiter is known as the God body planet of our solar system. It is the biggest planet in our solar system. It is known as the luckiest planet of our solar system. As a matter of fact, it is luck itself. It's also known for making things bigger and expanding things. So it's like, if you get in a fight during like a significant Jupiter transit, it's like the fight becomes 10 times worse than it needs to be. If you win some money, you win 10 times more than you would normally win. Like, Jupiter is just that guy, right? And so with it, Cazimian, Anita, what are we gonna do? I'm crying. What are we gonna do? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about all this earth energy? Well, that's good for you. That means that you get to the money, don't you? You always got money, don't you? Money is not a problem for you, right? That's what that means. Whole time. But also, you know what I mean? It can like expand your need to like sometimes be like too practical, too safe, you know. Not, and you know, in order to be successful, you gotta be, you know, you gotta like let go of your defenses a little bit. You have to take risks. So you become more, the more risks you take, the more successful you become. The more mistakes you make and correct them, the more successful you become. The caveat is to correct them, right? Okay, thank you, Matt. So yeah. That Jupiter, the solar eclipse, the Lionsgate, the retrogrades, like, it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. Hi, Shauna. So, and that solar eclipse is this Wednesday, y'all. So this is gonna be, tonight is a big night for ritual. I will be doing Goddess Bath tonight. If you want me to DM you a Goddess Bath ritual, hit me up and I will send you the information to get the Goddess Bath ritual that is designed specifically for your needs. We're not doing a one-size-fits-all bath ritual. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But we don't do that over here. So there's that. And then on the 12th, for the solar eclipse, that's a big ritual day. I have to do a big ritual on that day. Yeah, that's the day where you cover your head and you stay indoors. Okay, you make special prayers, special attunements, and things of that nature. Fifth house to Jupiter and Neptune. Oh, wait, you have Jupiter and Neptune in your fifth house? Nice. Oh, you be fighting with yourself a lot? Oh my God. You be fighting with yourself a lot? Oh, poor baby. You be fighting with yourself a lot. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Thank you, Luna. Thank you for the follow. Should I stay? Should I go? How many times have you planned something that was big and then said, fuck it? No, never mind. How many times have you done that? All the time for a cat. Yeah. It's always going to be practicality first. And it drives you crazy when you're around somebody that's the spirit realm first. The heart, the unseen, the non-logical, the emotional, the right brain, as they say it. Luna, how are you feeling tonight? How's the Leo Lionsgate portal treating you? You're okay? Good. So you just came to the end of the stream. I just did 4 collective reads. We did a collective read for the Lionsgate, for Pluto retrograde, Neptune retrograde. Who else? Saturn retrograde. I'm now giving out private sessions, discounted private one-on-one sessions, where you can develop your spiritual gifts, attune your chakras, go into your dream world, anything that you want to do, deal with your relationship or any major decisions that you need. You have to turn your notifications on. So if you follow me and turn your notifications on, that's how you'll get it. Because I don't have an automatic invite. And I have almost 10K people. But yeah, the private sessions for anyone who just got in here are $59. With me, they're normally $99. Once I get off live, that special deal is over. So if you want to lock in that price, book that session with me now. Link is in my bio. If you have questions about my private sessions and what we can do during that private session, just DM me, okay? If you DM me about it and you have questions, I will honor the price of $59. But if you don't and you try to book it with me at another time when I'm not live and get that discount, it's a no, dog. All right? It's a no for me, dog. All right. All right, does anybody have any questions for me? I'm going to take off. I might come back on live later, late night maybe. I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I need to do my ritual. Anita laughing. Anita, it's not funny. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to stay for a few minutes in case y'all want to get a reading. In case somebody comes in here for a reading, but after that, I'm taking up. But yeah, I might come back on for my late night crew because I know how y'all like to come up here and talk to me during the witching hour. You damn witches. Light you a candle tonight, y'all. Light you a candle with intention. Make sure you clean that candle properly. Okay. Get you some Florida water. Wipe that candle down with some Florida water so you can completely dispel all energy from it that is not yours from the Walmart or wherever you got it from everybody touching on it. It's holding energy. Clean them candles off. If you don't have Florida water, you can bless alcohol. You can bless water. You know, bless some liquor. You can bless rubbing alcohol. You can bless water. Bless it. Use it. Wipe it down. Give the water intention and a job. Write down that candle. Pray over that candle. Breathe intention into that candle. What is that candle for? What do you want it to do? Okay. Know your colors in the spectrum of light. Understand the spectrum of light. The spectrum of illusion and manifestation. So set your intention. Light your candle. Keep it going all night long until you go to bed. Do not blow your candle out. That's disrespectful to the fire spirits. You snuff it out. So you put something over the top of it. Or if you're fancy with it and you have a little, little candle snuffer, you probably find one at Goodwill. Okay? Because that's like an old-fashioned tool. So they sell all that old-fashioned stuff at Goodwill for the low. You don't have to get one for $50 at Crate and Barrel, okay? Yeah, and make sure you thank, you know what I mean, your ancestors, your angel guides, and your spirit guides of love, life, truth, protection, honor, wisdom, abundance, harmony, balance. Thank them. Direct your energy in the right place. Don't let it just go anywhere. Be very clear. Say it with your chest, your intention, where you need it to go, who you want to have hands on it. You know? Block out all trickster spirits, all chaos, confusion, and conflict, the big 3 C's. We talk about that a lot here. Block them out from the north, the east, the south, the west, places seen and unseen, known and unknown. No reversals, no back doors, no re-entries. You understand? Do it right or don't do it at all. Stop listening to watered down advice on the internet. Stop listening to watered down spiritual advice on the internet. You're gonna fuck yourself up. Stop it. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, I'm gonna go. If you have questions about my private session or any of my work that I do, feel free to DM me. And I will see you guys on the other side. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful night. May your rituals be blessed. Thank you. May you get exactly what you want. Where I remember hearing you say you're Sagittarius rising and moon, sun. I'm a Sag rising. Yep, you remembered it right. I am fire rising. I carry a weapon. Of mass destruction. All right, y'all. Be safe, be well. Be good to others, but especially be good to yourself. And I'll see you on the other side. Trying to look at that. I was, and then it ended. Bye, YouTube. All right, well, I'm gonna just upload this. So I don't know how to upload it, but we'll figure it out. All right, I'll see you.